Venus is the third brightest natural object in the sky, second planet closest to the Sun, and the hottest planet in our solar system. The average surface temperature on Venus is 464 degrees Celsius, which is hot enough to melt lead and cook a 16-inch pizza in 9 seconds. Its atmosphere is made up of 96.5% carbon dioxide and 3.5% nitrogen and trace gases such as water vapor, sulfur dioxide, and argon. Its carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere generates the strongest greenhouse effect in our solar system. The clouds on Venus are so dense and thick that it traps heat the same way a glass traps heat in a greenhouse. It rains sulfuric acid, but it's so hot that the rain evaporates before it even hits the ground. Venus's air pressure is 90 times greater than the Earth, about the same as the water pressure 1,000 kilometers under the ocean. Because of this, many small asteroids are crushed as it enters Venus's atmosphere, and the planet has very few small surface craters. Any space probe that entered the planet hasn't lasted for more than 2 hours. More than 80% of its surface was formed by volcanic activity, which makes it difficult to tell the age of the different parts of the planet. We see fewer impact craters on Venus because the lava flowed over them and filled them in. Astronomers have discovered over 1,600 volcanoes, but many are believed to be too small to see. Venus spins very slowly, and it takes 243 Earth days for it to rotate once on its own axis, and 225 Earth days to orbit the Sun, making its days last longer than a year. Its orbital path is almost a perfect circle, and it also rotates backwards. Every other planet or moon rotates in the same direction as the Sun, except for Venus. This is called retrograde motion. The planet rotates clockwise instead of counterclockwise, and its north pole became its south pole, and vice versa. We don't really know why, but many theories say that it might have been caused by a collision with an asteroid or another object. If you were standing on Venus, you would see the Sun rising in the west and setting in the east. Just like Mercury, we can see Venus cross in front of the Sun. This is called a transit, and they occur very rarely, usually in pairs separated in 8 years, but don't happen again for another century. The last pair of transits that occurred was in June 8, 2004 and June 5, 2012. The next one is not until December 21, 17. It is often said that Venus is the Earth's twin. With a diameter of 12,104 kilometers, the Earth is only about 600 kilometers bigger. It has the same mass and density, and like the Earth, it has an iron core, a mantle, and a crust. One is mostly made up of carbon dioxide and too hostile for life to exist. The other is rich in oxygen and teeming with life. But since the 20th century, 30 billion tons of carbon dioxide is released to our atmosphere each year by burning oil, coal, and gas, increasing the level of greenhouse gases and causing our planet to heat up. Oceans are also absorbing the heat, causing it to warm up and melting the Greenland and Arctic ice sheets. Glaciers around the world are also retreating. Over 400 billion tons per year is lost. Global average temperatures have risen. 15 out of the 16 warmest years have all occurred since 2001. Extreme weather and unusual patterns along with rainfall have increased. Ocean acidification have also increased by 30%, altering the ocean's chemistry and affecting marine life. Snow cover is decreasing, and it's not able to reflect as much incoming sunlight back into space to cool the planet. Venus is one of the brightest stars in the sky, but it is also the evidence of a planet affected by the runaway greenhouse effect. The Earth, if we keep burning fossil fuels at the rate that we do, is not far behind. If we use just 1% of wind farms, or even just a little bit of solar power, it could have enough power to run our civilization without adding any more carbon in our atmosphere. We only have one world, one planet to live in, and it's our responsibility to take care of it.